Good to see you, Phil Vassar. Thank you so much.
Love you guys.
Much
Good
love
to see you, honey.
too. Stay tuned, everybody. The Grand Ole Opry is next.
The sun is up, time's at hand. There's a stir across the land, and so begins another day on life's highway. On city streets, down country roads, like a stream the people flow. There's bread to win and tolls to pay on life's highway. There is hope with every turn, a bridge to build, a bridge to burn. Here's hoping you never go astray on life's highway. We are young, and then we're old, passing through, then passing on, like the roses bloom and fade on life's highway. Yeah. Step by step, round and round, never knowing where we're bound, from the cradle to the grave on life's highway. There is hope with every turn, a bridge to build, a bridge to burn. Here's hoping you never go astray on life's highway. Here we go. The sun is up, time's at hand. There's a stir across the land, and so begins another day on life's highway.
Steve Wariner, everybody. Kicking us off on another Saturday night here in Nashville. Joining Steve tonight from the Opry stage are Lee Brice, Pearce, and Michael Ray. What's happening, friends? I'm Bobby Bones. Welcome to Opry Live on Circle Network. Now, if you like all kinds of country music, then you're going to love this show. And you're going to love this network, Circle Network, home of the Opry, and also all kinds of cool country music shows, and every day of the week. So look us up. Circle Network is in your city. Go to circleplus.com or your cable guide to find out where. If you're on Dish, you'll find the Opry on channel 102. So before we kick this into high gear, do me a favor. Raise your glass or your pizza slice, whatever you got. Let's say thanks to the Mayor's Office and Vanderbilt Medical Center. Their guidance and support keeps us safe and healthy right here, so we can bring you what I hope is the best night of your week. And these four people right here behind me, they're going to make sure of that. Lee Brice, Pearce, Michael Ray, and Steve Wariner. The circle is unbroken from Nashville, Tennessee.
Thank you, guys. Thanks so much. Welcome to the Grand Ole Opry, such as it is, my mom would say. And I tell you what, it's great to be here. Fantastic. We have a wonderful show for you guys. Michael Ray, Lee Brice, Carly Pearson is here. We got a wonderful show, and I can't wait to dive right into it. But I do want to say that we lost one of our own this week. The Grand Ole Opry did. You're going to see these cool guitars sitting over here on the stage. Those belong to a gentleman named Jimmy Capps, who we lost this week. He played at the Grand Ole Opry for over 60 years. And a wonderful player, wonderful guy. And anyway, you guys, it's great to be here in this empty building. And Lee Brice and Carly Pearce, I hope you guys are happy now. You know, so, oh, wait a minute, that's your song.
I know that
what
I'm
a beautiful
happy.
song, you know.
I know that I'm happy to have my second top 5 single ever with this guy right here. So whoop whoop.
I'm happy to be here with Carly and Michael, but you know, you're my hero, brother. I mean, and to be sitting
buddy,
beside you right
thank
now
you,
is you know,
Well, you guys,
surreal for me.
I'm
so.
proud to be sharing this stage with you guys tonight. We're in the circle.
We
We're
both
here.
have a foot in the circle.
I know, man. I tell you, it's really great to be with all of you guys, and thank you for that. So I'm glad you're here.
Well,
Let's do it. This is so special to be able to do this. You're one of my favorite singers in the whole world, and I'm just so proud to have this song with you. And here we go again, singing it on the Opry.
all right, well, let's do this thing. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
It's all on me, it's my mistake. I said I don't love you a little too late, but I guess there ain't ever a right time, and I don't know why it's called a goodbye. So go run my name into the ground, tell everyone you know just how I slammed the door on our forever, but I promise you it's for the better. I hope you find what you were looking for. I hope your heart ain't hurting anymore, and you ain't moving on. I'll figure it out, and you don't hate me somehow, 'cause I hope you're happy now.
Yeah, who knew this heart could break this heart, or love like ours could fall apart
Without so much as a warning.
I thought that I was what you wanted. I guess you found
What you were looking for.
I guess my heart ain't worth it anymore. I'm a wreck, I'm a mess, and I ain't got nothing left. So I hope you're happy now.
And I hope you find what you were looking for.
I guess my heart ain't worth it anymore.
Hope you get moving on. I'll figure it out, and you don't hate me somehow.
I'm a wreck, I'm a mess, and I ain't got nothing left. So I
hope you're happy now.
happy now.
Oh, I hope you're happy now.
Carly Pearce.
Lee Brice.
You guys, that is so good, man. Carly.
Thank you.
Lee Brice. Michael Ray, I feel like you should be snuck over this way a little closer to that end. I mean, I'm just saying.
I didn't know we were social distancing. I didn't know what was going on.
It's very social. It's an extra special social distancing.
Something don't seem right. You know.
Don't
Michael
ever
Ray.
let me and Steve come in between you. Okay.
Man, this is different, but really cool. I think it's a really cool honor to be up here. Steve and I did an interview with Bill not long ago, and we talked about how just being in this room and feeling the history of the men and women that paved the way and the Opry members and the fans that made this stage what it is as well. You can definitely feel that in here, and I hope y'all can feel it watching wherever y'all are at. I'm going to try to follow that up. You have any idea what it's like when Lee Brice is singing a duo and then you got to follow that stuff? It's not.
Midnight's creeping in, we know better. Leaving here together, and in case you were wondering, you never looked hotter. Why even bother? Looking at the reasons not to, baby, we got to. Kiss a little more, think a little less. Burning up the night like a cigarette, and get you out of this bar, out of that dress. And kiss a little more, think a little less. Friends start asking you to look them in the eyes. Tell a white lie how I dropped you off at home, walked you to the door, nothing more. Tomorrow you can say we're just friends, but baby, till then we can kiss a little more, think a little less. Burning up the night like a cigarette, and get you out of this bar, out of that dress. Kiss a little more, think a little less. I'll go warm up the truck if you wanna hop and give you a minute or two. Say goodbye to your friends. Gotta go home, but we gotta get gone, 'cause we've already waited way too long to kiss a little more, think a little less, and do the only thing we've been thinking about doing since the moment, girl, we met. Kiss a little more, think a little less. Burning up the night like a cigarette, and get you out of this bar, out of that dress. Kiss a little more, think a little less. Burning up the night like a cigarette, and get you out of this bar, out of that dress. Kiss a little more, think a little less. Think a little less. You think a little less.
Thank you.
Michael Ray, that's great, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Great. We're gonna.
Tonight's Opry performance is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Let's get back to nature.
All right, back here for another week. Glad you guys are watching. Hey, don't forget to, if you're watching this right now on the stream, on Facebook maybe, hit the share button, because a lot of your friends that are watching right now, they'd probably like to see this too. And they may not even know they would like to see this until they actually see it pop up in their feed. So hit share on your little button there and let all your friends see that you're watching the Opry, and they can watch it too. You can also follow Circle at Circle All Access and check out, our Instagram page. We have a lot of shows that you can watch and that hopefully you'll be able to see coming real soon. So be sure to share this and follow us on social. And I'm looking at a lot of the comments you guys are posting here on the feed too. For example, Holly Ross. I love seeing artists make it and never forget where they come from. She's talking about Michael Ray. We have Stephen Lisa Viza. Says, good morning. And I read, good morning. Wait, what? But she's watching in Japan right now. That's the great thing about this show. There are people all over the world watching the Grand Ole Opry. Another week here with you guys, and really appreciate that. And then finally, Betty Nye says hi from Long Island, New York. So you got a comment section there. If you see something that moves you, post a comment. We'd love to read it back if we can get to it here on the show. So you guys are also sending a lot of questions too. One of them is, the question I get asked the most at the beginning of every show is, what is my personal relationship with a lot of the artists? Because a lot of these guys that play end up either being my friends from when I first moved here, or we've gotten to know each other a lot through the last few years. Steve Wariner, just a fan, right? Like you watching, I probably just listened to Steve Wariner on the radio when I was a kid. But I've got to know Steve a little bit over the last few years. And, you know, I do this show 13 weeks into this, something like that. And it's very rare that I'll go up and sit in the pew and actually just watch someone play. And before the show started today, I actually went up and watched Steve in rehearsal, which is really cool. So love Steve Wariner. Michael Ray and I have been buds for a little bit. He did my game show. It's called Super Easy Trivia. It's on my Instagram, Mr. Bobby Bones, if you want to see Michael Ray do that. But Carly Pearce and I, she actually came on the road with me for about 4 or 5 months a couple years ago. Right when every little thing hit, I was out doing theaters and doing comedy, and I love to take music with me instead of another comedy act. So she came out and opened the shows, and it was real special. So it's really cool to see, you know, everybody turn into superstars. And for Michael Ray, I know this is really special because you talk about a guy that loves the Grand Ole Opry. Michael Ray loves the Grand Ole Opry. So I'm here with you guys. Post your comments, follow. Thank you so much for being here. The circle is still unbroken. We're going to go back to the stage right now from Nashville, Tennessee, at the Grand Ole Opry.
We are back. We're here in the circle. We're on the stage of the world famous Grand Ole Opry. Wherever, hey world, wherever you're listening from, watching, wherever you may be, we're glad you're with us. And Carly Pearce, Lee Brice, Michael Ray, myself, we're glad to be with you guys. And hey world, how about that? Boy,
You're like the
holy
best
cow,
segue
did you hear that? Lee Brice is going to do a great song of his. Here he is. Hey world, Lee Brice.
Thank you.
My buddy.
Well, thanks for being up here with us again. This is always special, always nerve-wracking for me to be in this spot. I've got one foot here in the circle, so and it's always a little tradition for me. Anytime I have a new song that I just wrote, for whatever reason, I'm always led to play it here. So it's brand new, so I'm still kind of learning it, but it this kind of came from the last few months, and my co-writer just had a story about his little boy, and this song kind of came out of it. And you know, sometimes country music, if you're sad, you want to hear something fun and get your mind off of it. But sometimes country music is, if you're sad or if you're frustrated or whatever it may be, you want to hear something that makes you feel like you're feeling. And it's kind of where this song came from. So we're going to try this. This is called Hey World. Hey world, leave me alone. I don't want to turn on the TV. Ain't nothing but bad news on. The rain can wait for another day. This heart's worn out. It's had all it can take. Hey world, leave me alone. Don't call me up today. I won't be picking up the phone. I'm gonna sit here on this porch swing and listen to the pines sing. Everything I need's right here at home. Hey world, leave me alone. Hey world, I just need some space. Could you give me a minute to catch my breath today? I don't need that long, and you ain't going nowhere. So if you don't mind, yeah, if you don't care, hey world, leave me alone. Don't call me up today. I won't be picking up the phone. I'm gonna sit here on this porch swing and listen to the pines sing. Everything I need's right here at home. Hey
world, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Hey, world, leave me alone. Don't call me up today, I won't be picking up the phone. I'm gonna sit here on this porch swing and listen to the pines sing. Everything I need's right here at home. Hey, world, leave me alone. Hey, world, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Yeah, man. That's so good, man. Lee, that's awesome. So how long ago did you write that? What, a month ago or so?
Yeah,
or?
yeah.
Yeah, that's so good, man.
So I hadn't done it,
Put him on the spot.
Really, yeah. So no, yeah, it's been a couple
No,
months.
that's really, really good, man.
Usually you write a song and you kind of play it in a bunch. But
Yeah.
just wrote
You,
it
to the empty seats.
to the empty seats.
We're so proud to be here playing for these empty seats and you guys all around the world. So glad you're with us. And young lady that I just love her voice. Oh my gosh.
In her dress.
And well,
Nobody's
among other
seen me in a
things,
really
yes.
long time, so I bought a new dress.
you know what? You have such a beautiful voice. And I was reading about you too, Carly. Taylor Mill, Kentucky. I love that. That's not too awful far from where my folks are from, just south of there a little ways. So, but anyway, you got a great song for us. I know I heard you rehearsing it today. So, Carly Pearce, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm so honored to be here. This truly is, I think I speak for everybody, but this is the greatest stage in the whole world. And I'm so happy that we get to still bring music to you in your homes right now. I'm going to be like Lee and play a brand new song. Oh, it's so smart. I feel like I need to tell the backstory a little bit. I put out a record in February, and my producer, his name is Busby, and he wrote all of the songs that you've heard on the radio with me and produced both of my albums and just really took a chance on me when nobody did. And when I turned my record in last summer, at the age of 43, he found out that he had glioblastoma, brain cancer, and in 8 weeks he passed away. And at his funeral, a songwriter that all of us in Nashville love named Barry Dean, he gave the most beautiful speech, and Busby had 3 little girls and a beautiful wife, and he painted this picture of heaven that was so beautiful to me that Busby had a map and he was getting the lay of the land and figuring out all of the places, just like Disneyland, that he wanted to show his family and show all of us. And if anybody's ever lost anybody, this felt like a really cool way to look at our loved ones that are going to meet us in heaven and show us around. I heard you got a brand new place. Seems like at least 1,000,000 miles away. I hope I get to meet you there someday, and we'll pick back up like no time passed. Yeah, I pray it happens like that. But you're up there right now, making plans and writing out all your favorite places that you just can't wait to take us, and we'll get to spend forever talking about whatever. When I get there, promise you'll track me down and show me around. And I heard that there's no growing old, and now you only walk down streets of gold. And I've only read about what you've seen, what you know. And
I'm still here, missing you. Oh, I wonder what you're getting into. Bet you're up there right now, making plans and writing out all your favorite places that you just can't wait to take us. And we'll get to spend forever talking about whatever. When I get there, promise you'll track me down and show me around. And I hate how much that losing you hurts. And I hope you know you left your mark on this world. And I swear that I'd give anything on this earth to see your face. But for now I'll wait. I bet you're up there right now, making plans and writing out all your favorite places that you just can't wait to take us. And we'll get to spend forever talking about whatever. When I get there, promise you'll track me down and show me around. And show me around. I heard you got a brand new place.
Carly.
Tonight's Opry performance is in association with Shriners Hospitals for Children.
So if you're moved in a happy way or sad way, share this with your friends. They may not even know that the Grand Ole Opry is live right now, and they can watch it on Facebook or on YouTube or however you're watching it. So let them know. Push share if you're watching right now. We'd really appreciate that. You know what's great about what we've been doing here is we've been able to team up with Bass Pro, and we're doing something really cool. And we've been giving away so much good stuff that you guys are winning, and it's so cool to see you guys win some of this stuff. So Opry Live is excited to partner with Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, and our whole goal is to encourage you to get back outside, get back to nature. I can tell you, for example, yesterday I was on the boat, and then we caught 3 striper yesterday. And I'm not going to lie, I used a bunch of Bass Pro gift cards that I got from Johnny Morris. This is one of the perks of the job. But one of the great things is that they also want us to encourage you to get outside. So what we want you to do is post a photo of your family outdoors. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're outside, post a photo. And here are the 2 hashtags you need to know. Do hashtag back to nature, as you can see on the screen there with the number 2, back to nature, and hashtag sweeps. Show how you're going outside. And one of you this week will be selected to win a Cabela's 24-inch Pro Series pellet grill. So perfect in time for summer and getting outside. And now that we can have more than 10 people together, obviously very carefully, you can have a grill, have a little party, a little mini party. There you go, all from your friends at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. What's fun for me is sometimes I'll click the hashtags too and to see what all you guys are up to. And keep sending your messages too. We always appreciate that. You know, with Steve Wariner here, I thought I would do a little deep dive on Steve Wariner. Listen to this. Fun fact about Steve Wariner, who you may know and love already from just listening to him on the radio. Did you know that he sang the theme song to Who's the Boss? Like, that's him. Steve Wariner. Now, later on, word on the street is they came in and said, okay, we needed to get a little different voice there. But he's the one who sang the first version of the Who's the Boss theme song. His birthday is also Christmas Day, which a little bit I feel sad for him because you know he wasn't getting 2 presents. Anybody has a birthday on Christmas Day, you just feel a little sorry for him because they're probably not getting as many presents as you and I get when our birthdays are way away from Christmas. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you writing the comments. And yes, he's going to play Holes in the Floor of Heaven. He wouldn't show up here and not do that. All right, I got to go to TV, so what you're going to see now is me kind of readjust myself. Have no fear, I just got to go to the TV feed. Hey, welcome back to Opry Live. I'm Bobby Bones. You know, last week after the show, Chris Jansen and I got into a fun debate about who was more of an outdoorsman, me or him. It's me, right? Now to settle this, we've decided to have a little competition to test our outdoors knowledge. Now what we're gonna do, Chris and I will each put together the most killer outfit package. Then an expert from Bass Pro Shops will decide who's more of an outdoorsman. In the end, we'll each give our package to a worthy dad in honor of Father's Day. Maybe your dad. Enter your dad to win one of our packages by posting a picture of him and his name using the hashtag #OutFitMyDad. It's gonna be fun. All right, enough about that. Back to the stage, it's a special night. Here from the Grand Ole Opry, Lee Brice, Carly Pearce, Michael Ray, and Steve Wariner.
Thank you. Thanks, Bobby Bones. Appreciate that. We appreciate it. I'll go ahead and break my heart and just see if I can. I ain't gonna fall apart, girl, just 'cause you're not there. Even when the going starts to get a little rough, I'm gonna keep on trying hard, I'm never giving up. I got dreams to get me through this night. You say you don't love me, but one of these days you might. I got dreams to keep me holding on, and you come running back where you belong. Yeah. When I think that things have got as bad as it can be, all I do is close my eyes and you're right here with me. It's gonna take a lot of hurt to throw me off this track. I know everything will be alright when you come back. I got dreams to get me through this night. You say you don't love me, but one of these days you might. I got dreams to keep me holding on, and you come running back where you belong. It's gonna take a lot of hurt to throw me off this track. I know everything will be alright when you come back. I got dreams to get me through this night. You say you don't love me, but one of these days you might. I got dreams to keep me holding on, that you will come running back where you belong. I got dreams. I got dreams. I got dreams. Oh, man, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All five of us, thank you guys. Michael Ray, you got something for us. I know you got something great.
I'm going to be honest with you. 13-year-old me is going, never did I think I'd be having to follow that song with Steve Wariner on the Opry stage.
No way.
So,
Get out of town.
Yeah.
Hey, I was watching Michael Ray earlier, I got to confess, and I was told him this. He sang a beautiful song earlier, right before the show, and I go, I'm starting to dislike you a lot more and more, Michael Ray, you know. But he's well, thank you for those kind
Man, it was not long ago, I was another little moment that Steve and I had. I don't even know if you even knew I was on the phone call.
Oh, with Clint?
With Clint.
Yeah, I did know. Yeah, he told me. He gave me a heads up.
Yeah, so I'm on the phone with Clint Black, and he goes, hey, man, hang on 1 second. Next thing I know, he's like, Steve, you there? And I was like, guys, wait a second. Just heads up.
Popped in.
Let me fan out for a moment. We'll be friends again in a minute, but I got to fan out a little
Love you,
bit.
Clint.
But to everybody watching, hope you all are having so much fun, as much fun as we are. We wish you were here in person, but obviously the safety of everybody is more important. And but thank you to the Opry for allowing us to continue to keep the music going.
Man, that's right.
And it's just really, really special to be here. So I think this is my last song. I'm going to do a song called Her World or Mine.
One of us still has our picture taped up on the dash. One of us took that one from Mexico, threw it in the trash. One of us don't even notice the radio plays that song. One of us breaks down and has to pull over whenever it comes on. There ain't no in between when it comes to her and me. One of us moved on, one of us got stuck. One of us is drinking just for fun. One of us is drinking to get drunk. One of us sleeps good. One of us hates to face the night. Just depends if you're talking about her world or mine. There's a number on the phone that one of us erased. There's a late night can we try again call one of us wants to make. 'Cause one of us can't even think about being in another's arms. Yeah, there's a car in the drive that stayed all night where one of us used to park. One of us moved on, one of us got stuck. One of us is drinking just for fun. One of us is drinking to get drunk. One of us sleeps good. One of us hates to face the night. Just depends if you're talking about her world or mine. For a while we had forever in our hands. That's why one of us can't understand how one of us moved on. One of us got stuck. One of us is drinking just for fun. One of us is drinking to get drunk. One of us sleeps good. One of us hates to face the night. Just depends if you're talking about her world or mine. Yeah, that's the difference between her world or mine.
Thank you.
So here we are again. It is an empty Opry house. You know, one of the questions that people ask me the most is, how do the artists feel about playing to an empty Grand Ole Opry? And it's pretty cool to watch them all react basically the same way every single week, because no one's ever been in an empty Grand Ole Opry. So everybody walks in, and at first it feels a bit odd because you're in this really special place and there is no one here to hear you sing. And also, these guys have played it a lot. So for them to come and sit on the stage and sing to no one, it's a bit odd feeling. And then there's the second stage, which is like, wow, this is really special because not a lot of people have been able to do this. So, and then there's the third stage, which when they start playing, it just sounds like a room that's a lot of sound is bouncing off walls, because this room is not built to have an empty pew here. This room is not built for nobody to be here. That's why we can't wait for you to be back. But and then they kind of settle in. Usually about the second song they're up on that stage, they're feeling pretty good. But there's always a bit of nervousness, and you're talking about people that perform for a living all the time. One of the other questions that I get the most, especially during, while the pandemic is happening, is when is the Opry going to be open again? I don't know. If I had any answer whatsoever, I would tell you guys, because I know a lot of you want to get out here. A lot of you guys have had booked trips and weren't able to come, and you're watching this instead of coming. And I appreciate when you share those memories, or when you share the memories on the Facebook page about when you came to the Opry, what your most special moment was. Like, love that too. Keep doing that, because not only am I looking at them and sharing them with you guys on the screen here, but also a lot of other folks are too. But I don't know when the Opry is going to be open and running again. I can't wait, because I can't wait to perform here as well. I can tell you next week, though, is going to be very special, because Lady Antebellum will be on, and more. I don't think I'm supposed to say who else is playing yet, but we got a really cool next couple, 3, 4 shows. Like, as long as we can keep the music coming to you, we're going to, until we can open up again. So just grateful that you're here and supporting us. And again, I think every break I sit down and look at the comments, they're like, is Steve Wariner going to play Holes in the Floor of Heaven? Yes. I promise you, as I stand here in front of you on the Opry stage, Steve Wariner will play it. Probably not this segment. No, not this segment. But the one after that, he's going to play it. So thanks. A lot of you guys asked me, too. Some of you guys don't know I do a national radio show. You asked who's my favorite guest. My favorite guest is probably Jake Owen, just because he's funny and a good dude. So that's a lot of questions. Thanks for asking them. We're going to go back to the stage now. From Nashville, we're live. It's the Grand Ole Opry. Here we go.
Said that you left on my pillow, and the sound of your heartbeat with mine, the look in your eyes like a window, and the taste of your kiss soaked in wine. Every little thing, I remember every little thing, the high, the hurt, the shine, the sting of every little thing. And I guess you forgot what you told me, because you left my heart on the floor. Baby, your ghost still holds me, but I don't wanna sleep with him no more. And every little thing, I remember every little thing, the high, the hurt, the shine, the sting of every little thing. Oh, I remember every little thing, the high, the hurt, the shine, the sting of every little thing. And oh, yeah. They say time is the only healer. Well, God, I hope that isn't right, 'cause right now I die to not remember every little thing. I remember every little thing, the high, the hurt, the shine, the sting of every little thing. Oh, I remember every little thing, and I'm haunted by the memories of every little thing, the high, the hurt, the shine, the sting.
Wow. Carly, tonight's 75th appearance on the Grand Ole Opry, and may I say, probably the most memorable one, maybe of all, except that first one. I bet.
Definitely.
But except the first. I bet.
Yeah, I'll never forget this one.
Yeah, beautiful. Lee Brice, do us one about them girls there, would you?
All right, this is called One of Them Girls. We got a new song on the radio, and Opry, thank y'all so much for having us. We, I know this is odd times and things and doing things different ways, but man, they're making it work, and so we sure appreciate being up here and being able to share music. So here we go.
Are you one of them girls that peels off the Bud Light label? Just might run the pool table, roll your eyes if I call you an angel. Ain't you one of them girls? Ask you to dance, you say no, just to see how far I'll go. The song comes on and your eyes close, that's when I know, yeah. You got your heart on lockdown, you got a wall I gotta knock down. I kinda wanna do a shot now, come on now. You one of them girls that ain't trying to meet nobody. You're just here for the party. If I'm wrong, then stop me. You're one of them girls that ain't handing out your number. You like to make us want you. You like to make us wonder if you one of them girls. 'Cause I'm one of them boys that trade his whole world, his whole world, for one of them girls who likes to act all quiet, sexy, not even trying. Yeah, you know I ain't lying. Damn right, you one of them girls broke every heart in your hometown on the day you rolled out. God, I'm all wishing on stars now. Have I found one of them girls that ain't trying to meet nobody? You're just here for the party. If I'm wrong, then stop me. You're one of them girls that ain't handing out your number. You like to make us want you. You like to make us wonder if you one of them girls. 'Cause I'm one of them boys that trade his whole world, his whole world, for one of them girls. You one of them girls I wanna put my lips on, hold all night long, write a little love song. For one of them girls that ain't trying to meet nobody. You're just here for the party. If I'm wrong, then stop me. Yeah, you're one of them girls that ain't handing out your number. You like to make us want you. You like to make us wonder if you one of them girls. 'Cause I'm one of them boys that trade his whole world, yeah, his whole world, for one of them girls. Yeah, one of them girls.
Thank you very much.
Tonight's Opry performance is in association with Shriners Hospitals for Children.
All right, back with you guys. You know, they were talking about Carly's 75th appearance here at the Grand Ole Opry, which is crazy. And Michael's played it a whole lot too. And her first appearance being the most memorable. And a lot of people ask what it's like to play the Opry for the first time. And I haven't played it as many times as they have. I think I've played it 14 or 15 times. But I tell you, the first time is always the scariest because you don't see people, you just see lights. The second time is always the most fun because finally you're like, all right, I can take a breath. And there's not 100 people with cake waiting to see if you mess up or not. So the first time's the craziest. The second time is the most fun. I do want to bring this up because we're so grateful for Dish. A special thanks to our friends at Dish for helping us reach more people because Opry Live is coming to your homes every Saturday night on Dish Studio Channel 102. For more information, as you can see right there, dish.com/Opry Live. So check that out. You know, I got right in the middle of my Steve Wariner deep dive a second ago, and you guys are hitting me up going, hey, why didn't you finish that? Because I do have more notes that I made. By the way, I told you he did Who's the Boss. 1971, at 17 years old, Steve Wariner, as a teen, was hired with Dottie West to be a backing musician. most of his chart success, 80s and 90s. When I was listening to the radio, he's a member of the Opry. He's got 4 Grammys. Steve Wariner's a lot. And to talk to him, he's one of the greatest guys. When Blake was playing a couple weeks ago, Blake did a big shout out in a Steve Wariner song too. That's how loved Steve is around here. So it's just so great to be able to hang with him today. I do want to remind you this too, because after we finished the show last week, Chris Jansen and I were talking about who the bigger outdoorsman was. Chris from a small town in Missouri. I'm from a small town in Arkansas. We both fish a lot. We both get out. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little contest. And the contest, we're going to go into Bass Pro. We're going to grab some stuff. We're going to outfit the thing, basically. Not like an outfit you put on, but we're going to outfit you guys. You can enter your dad to win all the stuff that we find, though. All you have to do is post a picture on Instagram or Facebook and do the hashtag #OutFitMyDad. Because as we go through these competitions, and we're like, all right, you have 5 minutes to find all the fishing supplies, your dad's going to win whomever stuffed all the winter picks. So outfit my dad. Put that hashtag in there, outfit my dad. And get outside. Do something. Maybe you can't be around a lot of people, but get outside. I went fishing yesterday. I'm going out again next Thursday. It's hot here, but it is wonderful. Hashtag outfit my dad. Post a picture of him. All right, I got to go over to TV for one other time. Appreciate you guys. Sorry, I got to get my awkward stretch in. Hey, welcome back to Opry Live. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. What a great night to be a country music fan, right? Amazing. All right, next week's show, I'm going to say this. Good things come in 3s, like Lady A, or maybe 4s. That's all I'm saying, but if I were you, I wouldn't miss it. To take us out, here's Steve Wariner with a really special song in tribute to a one-of-a-kind musician. Good night, guys. Here's Steve Wariner.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We lost, as I said earlier, one of the Opry members of the Opry family this week. Tuesday, we lost Jimmy Capps, who was a wonderful guy, a great guitar player. He came here playing with the Louvin brothers, believe that or not. 60 years of playing at the Grand Ole Opry, and I know you guys have all played with Jimmy Capps, I'm sure, on the Opry, and just a wonderful guy. I mean, we could go on and on about the songs that he played on the hit records. Just to name a few, Elvira, I think we mentioned them earlier. Elvira he played on. He stopped loving her today.
Stop right there.
You can just quit right there, Lee, right? I'm saying, man. Let's see, what else he played on? Stand By Your Man. I mean, Amarillo by Morning. I remember being in the studio with him a bunch. He played on a lot of my early records and was always a treat. And I'll say this, he was the first person that actually ever took me into the studio to record. That's on a personal note, that's a little aside for me, but he took me into Hilltop and cut some demos for him one time. I never made a record yet. I'd yet to go in the studio with the great Chet Atkins at that point. And so, but there was Jimmy Capps bringing me into a studio.
That's a big step to get to the
isn't that something? Yeah. I mean, that was huge. And but anyway, our condolences to the family, to Michelle and Mark and Jeff and the whole Capps family, and just an icon. And I know Carrie Marks and Randy Hart echo me in saying that tonight, that we love you, Jimmy Capps. And we have the Jimmy Capps band room back there. I love that. Then a beautiful documentary film that just came out recently about his life. He was, in 2016, I believe, he was inducted into the Musicians Hall of Fame, which that's where he should be, is right there where he should be. So Jimmy Capps, we love you, and we'll do this song for you, pal. One day shy of 8 years old, when Grandma passed away, I was a broken-hearted little boy, blowing out that birthday cake. How I cried when the sky let go with the cold and lonesome rain. Mama smiled, said, "Don't be sad, child, 'cause Grandma's watching you today. 'Cause there's holes in the floor of heaven, and her tears are pouring down. That's how you know she's watching, wishing she could be here now. And sometimes if you're lonely, just remember she can see there's holes in the floor of heaven, and she's watching over you and me. Well, seasons come and seasons go, nothing stays the same. I grew up, fell in love, met a girl who took my name. Year by year, we made a life in the sleepy little town. I thought we'd grow old together. Lord, I sure do miss her now. But there's holes in the floor of heaven, and her tears are pouring down. That's how I know she's watching, wishing she could be here now. And sometimes when I'm lonely, I remember she can see. There's holes in the floor of heaven, and she's watching over you and me. Well, my little girl is 23. I walk her down the aisle. It's a shame her mom can't be here now to see her lovely smile. They throw the rice, I catch her eye as the rain starts coming down. She takes my hand, says, "Daddy, don't be sad, 'cause I know Mama's watching now." And there's holes in the floor of heaven, and her tears are pouring down. That's how you know she's watching, wishing she could be here now. And sometimes when I'm lonely, I remember she can see. Yes, there's holes in the floor of heaven, and she's watching over you and me. She's watching over you and me. She's watching over you and me. Watching over you and me. Watching over